Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Remember last year I did a whole bunch of beers from Urban Artifact that Brett actually sent me. But this one I had to buy myself at the store. This one has a cool label with all these 1980s Atari and like Mac and computer things. Anyway, it's called Kilobyte. Golden Raspberry, Rare Midwest Fruit Tart, 10% ABV. Doesn't say anything else about it on the can. It's fairly fresh. It was canned on October 3rd, which was just about a month ago. So I poured it into the glass, and it kind of looks like champagne, or actually I'd probably say it looks like apple juice. You know, it's definitely very hazy. I know it looks orange on camera. It's not. It's more of a, I mean, I call it golden raspberry. It's a, yeah, I'd say it's, well, maybe not golden, but kind of a amber kind of hue. No head on it. That's pretty normal. Yeah, I can smell the sourness. I can smell the fruitiness. Yeah, it's got a classic, you know, what they call fruit tart aroma to it. It doesn't smell like sugary. I mean, it definitely smells more sour than sweet, obviously. But as is always the case with Urban Artifact beers, that like they always smell and taste like authentic. I will say that it's funny. This actually has like kind of a jelly or jam kind of aroma to it. So let's see what we're in for here. Cheers. Wow. That is super sour. Wow. Yeah, that's like sourness on par with like some of the Belgian or like the American Wild Ale sours. Oh, wow. Yeah, just like really, really sour. Actually kind of tastes like a Wild Ale because this is like a dry sourness. This is not, you know, a lot of the lower gravity Urban Artifact beers tend to be like fruit slushy, as they call them, and like they're, you know, very sweet. You just like taste the puree. This one is like if you took jelly or jam and like the yeast like ate like all the sugar. Yeah, I love that clean lactic acidity. Very acidic. Very sour. On a scale of like 1 to 10, I said put the sourness probably about an 8, maybe a 9. Yeah, it's really that sour. But again, like I said, it's totally authentic. This doesn't taste like they just squirted some, you know, extract concentrate into it or something like that. This tastes like real fruit. Almost like a little bit of like a lemony character to it. Yeah, but it tastes, to me, it tastes like, it's almost like carbonated jelly because it's the golden raspberry. You know, they said they're the only brewery to ever make a beer with this golden raspberry out of the Pacific Northwest. I've seen like these pale strawberries. I forget what they're called, but I've never seen a golden raspberry. But so I mean, I would say this tastes like your regular, you know, red raspberry as far as the flavor and aroma. It's just gold instead of pink. By the way, for 10% ABV, there's like no alcohol present in here whatsoever. In fact, if I was drinking this blind, I would think it's like one of their more standard offerings, which are, you know, more like 5-6% ABV. I'm not getting any heat on this. I mean, because this beer is like so acidic, so tart, and like, you know, so dry, a lot of that dryness might be coming from the alcohol, at least as far as like the aftertaste, because like it's, you know, super sour up front, and then fruity, and then like you get that, you know, lactic acidity. I feel like they should have threw a little bit of salt in here too. I would love to pick up like on some like, you know, legit base malt. So I mean, that's the thing. Not like a lot of these kettle sours, fruit beers, fruit tarts, as Urban Artifact calls them. They tend to be very simple because like it's not about the malt and it's certainly not about the hops. It's all just about that fruit and then souring the hell out of it. So yeah, this is super sour. I will say, like I said, 10% ABV. Don't feel it, don't taste it. The actual mouth feel and body, I'd probably put it about medium, maybe a little medium full. But the carbonation is very low. It's almost like drinking a glass of juice. It has like almost like a slightly kind of Brett or Wild quality to it. In fact, this actually does, to me, actually kind of taste more like a wild ale than a kettle sour. But as far as I can tell, it is a kettle sour. So, yeah, definitely one of the better beers I've had from Urban Artifact. I always like their the Christmas beers they did, so maybe we'll get to do some of those again this year. So, for the Kilobyte, which means 1,000 bytes, well, I'm not giving it 1,000, but I will give this a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the Kilobytes, which I don't know. And on one hand, I feel like that's generous because like it's so simple and repetitive, but at the same time, yes, it is simple and repetitive, but it's like so tasty and like such an impressive brewing feat. So, yeah, I feel like 8 is a good compromise. So, all right, I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for Whiskey Wednesday. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.